In this video, we've compiled hardcore pawn moments when they encountered scammers. So without further ado, let's dive in.
I'm here to pawn these earrings.
Okay.
Trying to get $350 for them.
A woman entered the pawn shop with a pair of fake earrings, hoping to pawn them. She said that she wanted to get $350 for the earrings. When Les asked why she needed the money, she refused to disclose her reasons, asserting that it was none of his business. Les smiled, which seemed to irritate the woman. She questioned his reaction, arguing that her purpose for coming to the shop was personal and didn't concern him. Les attempted to have a pleasant conversation, but the woman quickly became agitated.
They go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
What your sign say out there?
What does my sign say?
Jewelry and loan. This jewelry, loan me my money.
Les inquired about her family situation, asking how many kids she had. The woman became defensive, claiming that she was there to pawn her jewelry and that her personal life was irrelevant. Growing frustrated, the woman insisted that Les hadn't even examined her earrings properly. She asserted that they were genuine, though not adorned with real diamonds. Les doubted their authenticity, questioning if they were truly real.
How many kids she got?
She just told you.
No, she didn't tell me.
Man, you getting on my nerves, dog.
How'd you get
You
this?
ain't even looked at my
Do you know that these aren't real?
The situation escalated when her companion interjected and criticized Les for his demeanor towards customers. Tensions rose and Les's patience wore thin. He responded by stating that he treated customers based on their behavior. He believed that those who acted respectfully would be treated as such. However, the woman objected, expressing her dissatisfaction with Les's approach. The security guard who was monitoring the situation decided to interfere.
Time to go.
No. Okay. Yo, wrinkled up probably ain't had no in years.
Have a nice day.
You bitch.
I wanted to pawn my ex-boyfriend's game.
This is his game or your game?
This is his game.
It's his game. My question is, did he give you permission to keep it?
A woman arrived at the pawn shop hoping to sell her boyfriend's video game. Les questioned her about the ownership of the game, clarifying that it belonged to her boyfriend. The woman admitted that she was no longer with her boyfriend and kept the game at her house without his permission. Les explained that he couldn't accept the game without proper authorization from the owner. He highlighted that if her boyfriend were to return and inquire about his property, she would have no answer. The woman suggested telling him that she pawned it at America Pawn Los Angeles. However, Les pointed out that pawning a stolen item was against the law, and he couldn't jeopardize the store by accepting potentially stolen goods.
It belongs to him. And what if he comes back into your house, knocks on the door and says, where's my unit?
And I'm telling him it's at America Pawn and Jewelers.
Well, the problem with that is then it's stolen.
Frustrated, the woman insisted on selling the game and questioned why she couldn't do so. Les calmly explained that if the game belonged to her, he would have been able to help her. However, since it didn't, he was unable to accept it. He emphasized that the law prohibited him from accepting stolen or unowned items. Understanding the situation, the woman expressed her disappointment, but ultimately accepted Les's decision.
The law says if it's stolen, I'm not allowed to take it.
It's not stolen. He left it in my house.
I can appreciate that, but I can't do anything for you.
How are you?
Not good. I got a little issue here. Bought this watch from you guys a couple days ago and it's not working.
A frustrated customer approached the counter, initiating a conversation with Ashley. The customer expressed dissatisfaction with a watch he had purchased from the shop a few days ago as it was not functioning properly. He demanded a refund, stating that the situation was unfair and unacceptable. However, he did not possess the receipt for the purchase and was unsure of the appropriate course of action. Ashley inquired about the payment method used, to which the customer replied that he had paid in cash. He emphasized that he had spent a significant amount of money on the watch and expected a resolution.
Okay, do you have your receipt?
I do not.
Why? Where'd it go?
I don't know.
How'd you pay?
Cash?
Cash. How much did you spend?
I spent a lot of money on that thing, man.
When asked about the amount he had spent, the customer mentioned that he had invested a few $1,000s in a Rolex watch. He presented the box it came in as evidence. The conversation briefly shifted to the topic of taxes, with the customer questioning whether they were applicable to the purchase. Ashley clarified that taxes were not included and she could clearly see the information on the box. The customer accused the shop of attempting to deceive him, claiming that the box did not mention anything about the watch being defective or needing repairs.
I spent a few $1,000s on a Rolex.
Do you wear contacts?
No,
You can see well, right?
I can see very well.
What does it say?
Sensing the customer's escalating anger, Ashley decided it was best to defuse the situation. She offered to show the customer their collection of Rolex watches near the exit, suggesting that they address the issue there. But the customer became more frustrated and the security guy had to interfere. The customer made a derogatory comment about Ashley's appearance, which Ashley responded to by stating that if the customer had more respect, the situation would be easier to handle. The customer continued with threatening remarks and was thrown out of the shop.
How about I work your face?
Really?
How about it?
Really?
How about it? Get the off.
Bam! That's my ticket, and I found my ring. This isn't our ticket.
What do you mean it's not your ticket?
A woman arrived at the pawn shop and engaged in a negotiation with the manager. The manager listened to the customer's request, but quickly noticed that something was amiss. The manager informed the customer that the ticket she presented was not valid. The customer seemed surprised and insisted that it was indeed her ticket. However, the manager firmly stated that the ticket did not belong to her and pointed out the words "American Jewelry" written at the top right corner as evidence.
The ticket is a counterfeit ticket.
No, bitch, I want none of this bitch.
The customer, determined to prove her case, argued that the presence of the phrase "American Jewelry" did not necessarily invalidate the ticket. She believed that it could still be legitimate despite the discrepancy. The manager, however, remained steadfast in her assertion that the ticket was counterfeit. Les was present in the store and he jumped in to resolve the matter.
Come on, Les. I drove all the way home to get that ticket.
It's not our ticket.
What you mean it ain't your ticket? It say American Jewelry.
Realizing the seriousness of the situation, Les responded by stating that he would be more than willing to explain the counterfeit nature of the ticket to anyone involved, including the customer's potential legal representation. He was confident that he could provide evidence and demonstrate how he knew it was a fake ticket. It became apparent that the woman had mistakenly chosen the wrong pawnbroker for her transaction, as the manager remained firm in her belief that the ticket was counterfeit.
Y'all full of
You picked the wrong place to with the wrong pawnbroker. When they come back with their lawyer, I'll be happy to show them exactly how I know it's a bull ticket.
Hi, I'm looking for a watch, maybe about $100. I got $100 to spend.
Do you want a leather band, a metal band?
Let me see this right here.
A woman entered the pawn shop and presented a counterfeit gift card to Ashley, who was attending to customers. The woman stated that she was interested in purchasing an Apple Watch and had a budget of $100. Ashley showed her various options, including watches with leather and metal bands, and the woman expressed admiration for a particular watch, commenting on its attractiveness. Ashley confirmed the price of the chosen watch, acknowledging the woman's intention to buy it for $100.
That's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
good on you.
That was 100.
100? I'll take it.
Okay.
The woman handed over a gift card, claiming it had a value of $100. Ashley inspected the card and quickly realized that it was not a genuine gift card. She questioned the woman, trying to understand what she considered the card to be. Ashley explained that the card presented was not a valid gift card and couldn't be used for purchases in the shop. Ashley clarified that they only accepted authentic gift cards from their customers that were clearly branded with their company logo. These cards could be used for transactions on the shop's sales floor. However, the counterfeit gift card lacked the necessary swiper, making it impossible to apply any value to it. Ashley informed the woman that the card was essentially useless.
What is this?
It's a $100 gift card.
These are not our gift cards.
What would you call it? It
These
says
are-
preferred customer.
Right. So these are VIP cards.
Confused and frustrated, the woman inquired about the swiper and insisted on its use. Ashley calmly explained that there was no swiper on the counterfeit card, emphasizing that it couldn't be swiped or have a $100 value added to it. Feeling deceived, the woman expressed her frustration and started fighting with Ashley.
So you telling me I'm losing $100?
What is she gonna
What
say?
is it y'all don't understand up in here? Okay,
What is
I'm
she
not
gonna
about to
swipe?
lose,
Hold on
all
one
right?
second. Let me explain this
I'm
to her.
not about to lose.
Where do you see a swipe thing on this? Do you see a swiper?
Look,
thing?
you the ugliest two sisters I've ever seen in my life. I paid $318 for this. Can I get some help?
This woman was out of control before she even walked over to me.
An enraged woman burst through the doors of the pawn shop, her anger palpable even before she confronted Les Gold, the owner. Les, taken aback by her fiery disposition, inquired about the cause of her distress, genuinely wanting to understand the situation. Apparently, she had come to return a generator and she was absolutely livid about it.
It didn't work. I want my $318 back or give me a new damn generator. Do you understand me?
She claimed that Seth was the nice-ass guy who had sold her the problematic device. She even pointed to a receipt with his handwriting on it as evidence. However, Seth quickly noticed that the signature on the receipt was not his. He wasn't about to let this woman pull a fast one on
A
him.
nice ass guy that gave me the broke generator. Look at the
not my
receipt.
handwriting.
Yeah, that's your handwriting. That was you.
When customers become unruly like this, it's important to handle the situation swiftly. They knew that they had to get her out of the store as soon as possible. They suggested that if she wanted to return the item, she could come back another day, and they would be more than willing to assist her. But she continued to argue and refused to leave. That's when the security guard intervened.
Come on, where we going? Ass. Oh, yo.
I just got this phone that I bought here like 2-3 days ago, and this don't work.
A boy arrived at the pawn shop with an issue regarding an iPhone he had purchased a few days ago. The man approached Rich Pyle to discuss the problems he was facing with the phone. He began by explaining that the camera on the phone wasn't functioning properly and that it kept freezing. Rich Pyle asked if he had downloaded a camera function, but the man clarified that the phone came with a camera and didn't require any additional downloads. Frustrated, the man requested a new phone since the current one wasn't working as expected.
Did you download a camera function?
No, clearly got a camera. Why would I have to download it?
However, when Rich Pyle asked for the receipt, the boy admitted he didn't have it with him. Rich Pyle emphasized that without the receipt, he couldn't proceed with any exchanges or assistance. The boy became increasingly upset, insisting that he didn't have the receipt and becoming agitated with Rich Pyle. He demanded to speak to someone else who worked at the shop.
We don't sell iPhones for $200. And second of all, I'm not giving them without a receipt.
Get me another phone. That's all I'm asking
As
for.
soon as you give me that receipt, I can see what I can do for you.
Rich Pyle clarified that he hadn't sold any iPhones for such a low price and mentioned that they hadn't even had an iPhone in stock for the past 6 months. The man's claim seemed baseless and Rich Pyle was losing patience. In an attempt to resolve the situation, Rich Pyle pointed to other phones in the shop, suggesting that the man choose a different one. However, their argument escalated and the man began insulting Rich Pyle and his appearance, specifically mentioning his hairstyle.
Can you go show him how it works? Take a picture out in the parking lot.
I'm coming for my money.
Sir, don't touch it. Sir, if there's anything you want to see, we'll be more than happy to show you, sir.
I'm just looking, thanks.
Yeah, I know, but just don't pick him up.
A man entered Les Gold's pawn shop with the intention of making a purchase. However, when he tried to pick up an item to test it, Les immediately cautioned him not to touch it. Les explained that many items in that area were expensive and not to be handled without permission. Despite this warning, the man forcefully grabbed the item, causing it to slip from his grasp and shatter on the ground.
Well, I'm trying to see if it's gonna mount
Just
on the wall.
don't pick him up. I'll be
Can
more
I
than
see
happy
the
to
price on it?
Yeah, it's $300. Hey, sir, just leave it down there.
How am I gonna see if it's gonna work?
Les became angry at the man's careless behavior, and a heated argument ensued. Les insisted that the item was worth $300 and demanded payment for the damages. The man, seemingly unbothered, argued back, claiming that he needed to touch the item to determine if it was functional. However, Les reiterated his earlier warning and expressed his frustration at the man's disregard for his instructions.
If I'm gonna tell you something, aren't you gonna ask to look at it? Aren't you gonna touch it?
You owe me $300
I'm
to
not a
broke
little
the
kid.
tongue. I told you not to touch it.
The escalating conflict was interrupted by a security guard who intervened and promptly escorted the man out of the shop. Les was relieved to have the disruptive customer removed from his premises.
You owe me $300.
I don't know you.
Then get the out of my store.
Don't touch it. Don't
It's time to go.
Yeah, you're lucky you got somebody here.
Oh, man, am I lucky.
Yeah.
It's my lucky day.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. I'm trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
A woman arrived at a pawn shop where she encountered Ashley. The woman was seeking to obtain a loan or sell a Gucci purse she had brought with her. She mentioned the item's value and presented a certificate. Ashley was interested, but she offered only $50. The woman insisted that it was worth more than the offered price of $50. However, Ashley examined the item closely and discovered that it was a fake. Not only that, but the item was also stained.
$50.
Why is it $50? The certificate and everything is in there.
It's actually stained.
I'm trying to sell it for $150.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in more than 50.
Ashley explained to the woman that she couldn't offer more than $50 for the item because of the stain. Ashley was uninterested in paying more because the item was stained and not from the current season. She acknowledged that she had some knowledge about purses, but emphasized that the value was significantly diminished due to the condition.
You know, this costs way more than
But
that.
I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not this season.
Feeling dissatisfied, the woman requested to speak with someone else. Frustrated by Ashley's refusal to negotiate, she hurled disrespectful remarks at her, referring to her as a pepperoni ass and questioning her appearance. The woman insisted on talking to the owner, believing that Ashley was not the person in charge. Ashley clarified that she was not only an employee but the daughter of the owner. The woman continued to belittle Ashley, expressing surprise that she held her position and making derogatory comments.
And I talk to somebody else, I don't want to talk to your pepperoni looking ass. And I get somebody
My pepperoni looking ass.
Despite the woman's disrespectful behavior, Ashley remained composed and professional throughout the encounter. She upheld the shop's policies and stood her ground, not wavering on the low offer due to the item's condition.
Can I talk to the owner?
I'm the owner.
You're not the owner. The owner is the other man. You must have your way to the top.
I was just here last week and I seen this horse that y'all had and I really want it. I didn't have the money last week.
For sure.
As is common in pawn shops, employees often encounter customers with various tales of hardship, ranging from genuine stories to more dubious ones. One such incident involved a recently divorced and unemployed mother who visited the pawn shop while pregnant with another child. The woman shared her story of being a single mother after her husband had abandoned her. She claimed to be struggling to find a job and expressed a strong desire to acquire a rocking horse for her baby, stating how much it would mean to her.
I'm a single mother. My husband just left me.
Her emotional appeal nearly convinced Ashley, the employee, to sell the rocking horse for a mere $5 instead of the quoted $20. In an act of kindness, Ashley even offered the woman a job at the shop, encouraging her to return after giving birth to fill out a job application. The woman seemed grateful for the assistance and expressed her appreciation for Ashley's generosity.
You give me 5, and then my gift to you, the remaining 15.
That'll be great.
However, before the woman could leave with the rocking horse, a startling revelation occurred. It became apparent that she had been scamming the pawn shop all along. The true intentions behind her emotional story came to light, leaving Ashley feeling shocked and deceived. She wasn't actually pregnant, but only pretending to be pregnant. Regretting her previous trust and good intentions, Ashley expressed her disbelief at the situation. She couldn't believe that she had offered the woman a job, only to discover that the woman had likely deceived her and taken advantage of her kindness.
Oh, my pleasure. Anything to help you and the baby. Woo! What the? Excuse me. You trying to scam me? Excuse me.
On Hardcore Pawn, thieves often come to sell their stolen items, but some of them get caught, while others manage to steal the items from their shop. You won't want to miss our video, Thieves on Hardcore Pawn. Click here to watch.